I'm home. I feel like I've been vlogging in bed a lot lately. It's just so comfy. So this might look very similar to some clips from the last vlog, but I'm home. And I've got Petey Pie at my feet right now. And I got home yesterday afternoon, but I was just so tired. I was like, don't look at me. Still exhausted. I don't think I'm that jet lagged. I just not getting enough sleep, like flying back from Portugal. I feel like I'm still a little disoriented, dazed, and confused. But today I worked. Honestly, shout out to me for like coming home Sunday afternoon from an international flight and then working the next morning at 11 a.m. Like, I'm balling. I'm a baller for that. What am I saying? Ethan got home tonight this evening. And then he's so sweet. It's our anniversary today, 7 years. And so he was like, all right, I'm home. Get ready. We're going out to dinner. So we went out to get sushi, and then we got ice cream, Baskin Robbins, because it was like diagonally across the street from the sushi place. So that was fun, kind of just a last minute thing, but it was really nice. It was so good to have him back. I feel like what I love about Ethan is like that boy makes me laugh so much. I mean, there's a lot of things I love about him, but we haven't seen each other for like 2 weeks because he was out of town. I was out of town, and then he went out of town again. And so we were just kind of catching each other up on all of our travels and just like hooting and hollering, like just having such a good laugh. So that was fun. I didn't really film any of it because we were living in the moment, and Ethan doesn't like being on camera, but we had such a fun time. So good to have my guy back. And then, yeah, Petey is always so happy to see his dada return. And then today all my sessions went really well. I feel like sometimes you never know, like when you've been out of town, I'm like, oh God, shit could have really hit the fan with the clients, but everyone was doing good. Everyone was doing good work today. No one fell apart in my absence. So we love to see it. Yeah, and the only thing I'll say about my flight home is that I had like an emergency exit row seat, but it was right by the bathroom. So while I was trying to fall asleep, there was a lot of getting up and down of people going in and out of the bathroom, which was very loud and bright. And so that was hard for me. And then to my left, I was seated next to this couple that acted like they were in their first month of dating. They kept being like, are you okay, baby? Are you good, baby? And kind of like talking baby talk to each other and like making out. And I'm like, listen, I'm all for PDA, like on a date night, but like we're on an international flight, okay? You cannot be like kissing 2 feet from me less than 2 feet from me on an international flight, okay? That's not the energy. That's not the vibe. So they were just making me very angry. And the woman was like reading a book, and she's like, do you want to read it with me, baby? And he was like, okay, baby. And I was telling Ethan that, and he's like, people need to understand that the second you get on a flight, you need to just dissociate. Like, everyone needs to collectively dissociate together. And when people aren't doing that, it's frustrating. And I'm like, that's so true. We all need to be dissociated right now. One is not supposed to be present for 12 hours and doing all that they were doing. So, yeah, that was a lot. But survived the flight home. Hey friends, so it is Wednesday afternoon. I feel like I'm still recovering from jet lag, so I haven't been very chatty on the vlog so far this week because I usually like hit a wall at 7 p.m. and am just like, I gotta go to sleep. Like I fell asleep with the lights on last night. It's that kind of vibe. Like all of a sudden my eyes start drooping at 7 p.m. and there's nothing left to give. But one thing I will say is that hopefully, fingers crossed, this back pain that I talked about in Portugal, which is still with me, I think it's starting to subside. I've been stretching like I've never stretched before. I literally stretch like every 2 hours, okay? Like I'm stretching it out. And I did like 40 minutes of yoga this morning, and that really helped. And I'm just like either lying down or stretching, because it's really, really painful. And it's just kind of this like sharp pain, like I said, on the left side. But right now it's not bothering me. Anyway, I'm going to pick up my medication, the antidepressants, Lexapro Girly. And yeah, what else can I tell you? Ooh, listen to a fantastic podcast this morning. I posted about it on my Instagram. It's called GLP-1 Truth Serum. And it was just talking about how, like we know the problems with GLP-1s, but talking more specifically about how the pharmaceutical industry has intentionally tried to disrupt the body positivity movement by trying to influence body positive influencers to take GLP-1s and then like talk about them, and basically like trying to get body positive people to like turn against each other. The pharmaceutical industry is like intentionally trying to do that, to disrupt the body positive movement so that they can then become spokespeople for GLP-1s. It's really amazing. Virgie Tovar is the creator of this podcast, and I've been a longtime fan, but she's really doing her big one with this one. So only one episode is out, but I highly recommend GLP-1 Truth Serum, I think is what it's called. Yeah, let's go pick up my Lexapro, maybe get a little iced coffee, shocker. And yeah, let's do this day. It's really nice to be back in LA, though I do really freaking miss Portugal. I was just talking to one of my clients about it because she just went to Portugal earlier this summer, and we were like, take us back. Like, I want to live there for a month. Like, it's literally so amazing. But let's go get my meds. Hi friends, happy Friday. It is Friday afternoon. I only have one session left today, and I thought we'd do a little chatty catch up. I feel like I have a lot to catch up on. I've been really head down focused on work this week, and I feel like as the weekend is approaching, I want to catch you up on everything that's been going on. So, where to begin? Okay, back update. It's healing. I feel like, fingers crossed, knock on wood, things are coming together back-wise. The biggest thing really is just stretching every day. I try to do a 30-minute yoga YouTube video every morning and just like really stretch this part of my back out. I'm doing the Denise Austin yoga videos. I've been doing those videos since college. She's my girl. She has a very calming presence. It's not too like burn calories, work out yoga, but it's not just like simple, gentle yoga. It's like a nice combo of the two. So that's been helping a lot. And then I found this random Russian man who does like a 5-minute at your desk stretching video, and I've been doing him like crazy. And this, going just like this, he calls this the YMCA stretch. This feels so good on my back right now. So I try to do this a lot in between sessions. It like really like stretches it out right here. So the stretching is the name of the game, because I've got to be feeling good by tomorrow night because it's Lady Gaga. It's upon us. So the girls and I are seeing Lady Gaga tomorrow night, and I will not be in pain for that. And I'll show you the whole Gaga ensemble. Oh, hello, Pete. Tomorrow afternoon. Speaking of Petey, right now he's looking for flies because the flies are back. The fly infestation is upon us once again. And I'll show you our setup. We've got the sticky fly trap. We've got a plug-in fly trap. We've got the outdoor fly traps. We're like all trapped out, but these flies are just relentless. But Petey loves it because it gives him something to do. It keeps his little mind entertained all day trying to catch these flies. What we like to do, our new fun thing, is I'll kill them with the electric fly zapper, and then as they die on the ground, he'll eat them. So that's kind of a fun game we play. Okay, so here's the setup. We've got this sticky fly trap right here. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4 that it's caught. We've got this light. Hi, baby. We've got this light here. We've caught only one in this bad boy. I've got the electric fly zapper, that yellow thing right there. And then we've got an outdoor one that I think I've showed in the past, one in the front, one in the back of the house. So we're taking it seriously. Okay, tonight, you guys, I am having dinner with Shakespeare Guy, and he's cooking for me for the first time, and he's making a low country boil. Now, I had to Google that. I didn't know what that meant, but apparently it's like a southern dish that involves like shrimp and sausage and corn and something like that. But he's very excited about it, so I'll be excited to test that out and see how we go. He's from North Carolina, so it's like, I guess it's in his heritage. Who knows? Low country boil vibes. This is apparently how it is served, so we're being very authentic tonight. Anyway, I also want to catch up about some TV. We've got a lot of TV to talk, don't we? First things first, I have been watching the season of Bachelor in Paradise. It is a deeply inconsistent product. There are things I love about it and have actually made me like cackle out loud. And then there are things that I'm like rolling my eyes back into the furthest depths of my skull about, because it's just so inconsistent. There's a new showrunner, Scott Teddy. He is trying to make the look of it a lot more up to date with like other dating shows like Perfect Match, Love Island. And I think it looks stunning. I'm loving the look of it. Everyone looks so hot, which we enjoy, but they're doing these sequences where like the cast is sort of like acting out these almost sketches, and it just like doesn't work most of the time. And it just feels very contrived, and it feels like the producers are like giving them a script and telling them what to do, and it's just very inorganic. So I'm not enjoying that. And I also think that the cast is just like bad. Like, I don't care about Spencer. I don't care about Jeremy. I don't care about Bailey, Jess. I want like big players. But no one wants to do Bachelor in Paradise anymore because it's like not getting good ratings. It hasn't for a while, and the producers have just made it like not a fun environment to be in. So there's no like big names, and these, you know, cast members just aren't very charismatic. They don't pop on screen. So I'm struggling with that. But speaking of people who do pop on screens, the Goldens are incredible. Like at this point, I sort of just wish it was like the Golden Bachelor in Paradise situation, because these older players are amazing. Like they really pop off screen. They're really funny. I want to see them date more than I want to see like the younger ones date. And I just wish it was their show, because they're just so much more entertaining, and they're not afraid to be crazy. The young ones are so afraid of their image and how this will affect their social media that they're restrained in a way that the older people are like, listen, I probably got a decade left. Like I'm living it up. YOLO vibes. And so that's more fun to watch. I see the vision, but I don't think we're quite there yet. And I hate when shit is overproduced. You guys know that. I'm like, just let it play out. And if you have a good cast, and if you have an interesting setting, and you know, create a strong container, then the show will make itself. You don't have to do too much. I'm always saying that. So Bachelor in Paradise, those are my thoughts. I've also been watching the America's Sweetheart Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders season 2. Interesting season. I was a little worried for season 2 because I love season 1, and I was like, where are we going from here? I didn't want it to fall into the curse of like a show like Cheer on Netflix, where the second season just paled in comparison to the first. But I like where it went with this. It was really about the cheerleaders, the women on the team, advocating for themselves and fighting for fair pay for their labor, and the pushback that they're receiving about that from the corporation, but also from Judy and the other woman. Hold on, I need to look at who the coaches are. What are their names? What is it? Oh, Kelly and Judy. Okay. While Kelly and Judy gave the impression that they're all in it for the women to get equal pay, you can see in their mild-mannered, kind of like southern, passive-aggressive way, they don't want these women to be paid for their labor, because guess what would happen if these women were paid for their labor? They would be less easy to control and manipulate. Judy and Kelly want to keep these women undervaluing themselves so that they don't talk back, so that they don't push back about things that aren't fair. So the moment when Judy was like, but it's so nice that you all have these other careers, that you work part-time. Like, it's so good that you have other things going on outside of the cheerleading. And it's like, Okay, so you're not on their side, right? You're wanting them to break their backs at like 3 other jobs outside of their work as a cheerleader so that they have like a fuller resume. No, please. If you want them to, you know, be dedicated members of the team, pay them accordingly, and let this be their full-time focus. That was sinister to me. The other thing that felt sinister to me was this whole Shaundi narrative. So basically what happens is the team's on a trip to the Bahamas, and Shaundi, who's one of like the head cheerleaders, I guess brings home a guy to her hotel room, and it's this whole thing. And basically she gets in trouble for this, but then rather than just like being honest about like the fact that she was like in trouble for doing this, they say she's having like a mental health break. So they basically like lied to everyone on the team, it felt like to me, and were like, oh, Shaundi's just having a mental health break and she's just under a lot of pressure, to sweep under the rug what actually happened. First of all, who the fuck cares she brought a guy back to her room in the Bahamas? She's in the Bahamas. Like, Shaundi, live it up. She's under so much pressure. I'm like, wow, prude city. But we have to remember these are all Southerners, so I feel like that was just like, gasp, clutch at pearls. But I was like, in your 20s, if you're not bringing a guy home back on the Bahamas trip to the hotel room, you're not living right. I just didn't see it as a big deal. And then I'm like, okay, who snitched, right? Like, which of the women on the team were like, Kelly, Judy, there was a guy in our hotel room. And I'm like, I have words with you, whoever snitched, because let Shaundi live. That girl, that poor girl, has been through so much trauma. She's adopted. She's had a hard life. Like, let her bring a man back to the hotel room in the Bahamas. But I just didn't like how they handled that. And they just don't know how to have honest and direct conversations, these women, about like what people's actions are and the consequences of those actions. They just like do all these sort of backdoor deals and cover it up with like these platitudes without having real conversations as an organization about like, these are adult women, and what if we treated them as such? What if we treated them as like this is their job, and then they could do what they do as adult women in their own free time, and that would be okay. Anyway, so very interesting season. I feel like, you know, we set up the world of the DCC well in season 1, and then we uncovered an even seedier underbelly in season 2. So I'm sat for season 3, let me tell you that. This is the Lady Gaga fit. Here we go. Ugh, this is so outside of my comfort zone, you guys. I feel so like not me in this outfit. But like, you know, it's Gaga. You gotta do what you gotta do. I feel like I look so bad in red. I fucking hate red, but like red and black are kind of the colors of this album. I might bring another shirt just in case if I like can't handle this vibe anymore. But yeah, so far outside my comfort zone. You guys know all I wear is like linen and denim shorts and jeans, okay? I don't wear mesh. This is so not my vibe. But for Gaga, I'm doing it. My hair doesn't look Gaga. I was thinking of doing some like space buns, some like braided space buns, but I don't know. I'm just like not feeling the look. I'm gonna consult Kelsey and Caroline and see what they say and bring options, because I'm just like not really feeling it. Cute. Yes. Anderson.
Anderson.
Oh, he wishes he could come.
He is a little sad.
Mister, can I film your outfit?
And my
Woo!
let's do it.
Life and how to live it, ladies.
Literally.
Beware, she says, the chaos in your heart will never cease until you find another way to harness what you seek. Her haunting tone, her restless speech. She's asleep on the ceiling now. Can't get me down. You love to hate me. At this point, I've got to choose. Now sing it. Don't call my name, don't call my name. I am alone. I'm what you mean, I'm what you mean. Forever what you meant you be. Forever there.
Excuse my appearance. Good morning, friends. It is the morning after Gaga, and I feel like I was hit by a truck because I was dancing all night. We were living it up. The show was incredible. I was telling the girls, I feel spiritually cleansed. I feel that the magic of Mother is still coursing through my veins. Fell asleep last night just thinking of all the numbers in my mind and reliving it. Yeah, man, she can put on a show. She is a performer. Like, god damn. The dancing, the singing. Her vocal performance is like all out 100%, all show. And then she's like screaming throughout for theatrical purposes, and then doesn't miss a beat and just gets back into like hitting these high notes, and just like her vocal power is unmatched. It really felt like kind of like a Broadway show and a concert all mixed together, because there was definitely like a narrative through line she was working with, and the whole thing obviously is just so theatrical. And then like the last number really did feel like kind of a curtain call. I'm high on life but exhausted, as you can see. But yeah, it was a wonderful time. I will say we got stuck in this parking garage trying to get home, and we sat at a dead standstill for like 40 minutes. So I didn't get home until about 1:15. Didn't actually get to bed till like 1:45, 1:50. So, but then I slept till 11, which is really late for me. But yeah, you can see, look, my eyes are bloodshot. I didn't like drink or anything, but I do feel hungover. Getting out of a large concert like that is not for the faint of heart, I'll tell you. But yeah, getting the nails done today, and then just gonna chill at home and freaking recover. Proud of my back. It did very well at the show. Some cramping, but not like sharp pain. So I think we are doing well. But let's go see the girls and get looking cute. I'm back from the nail salon, and the nails are looking gorgina. Can you believe these are my natural nails? They're so long. Very healthy. So I'm back. I am about to be horizontal for the foreseeable future today, as I'm absolutely exhausted. Just gonna dive into watching some Perfect Match, since that just dropped on Netflix on Friday. And yeah, I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. It's been a good first week back since getting home from Portugal. Lady Gaga changed my life. What else is new? And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you all in the next one. Bye.